Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello student, welcome to our class of educational philosophy with me again, Nicky Dwi Puspa. I hope you all in a good condition so you can be enjoyable during this online class. In our previous meeting, we have discussed about naturalism as an educational philosophy. In this meeting, we are going to discuss about idealism as an educational philosophy. Firstly, the learning objectives today is students can understand idealism as a philosophy of education. Now, let's look at what idealism is. In idealism, ideas are the only true reality, the only thing worth knowing. Ideas are generated in the head, and ideas have to be translated into language and then put forward. So, as people develop ideas, and all of the ideas led to the newer idea, and the newer idea led to yet newer ideas. Lots of ideas and lots of information and knowledge were created. And that brings us to how much all of the ideas that people given us do we really need to know. So, the focus of the idealism is on the mind, the brain, the thinking, because those are where ideas emerge. And ideas can be good, can be bad. Now, as the teacher who is trying to follow a certain philosophy, you have the options. If you don't like a certain ideas of a philosopher, don't use it. You don't work with it. But if you like the idea of another philosopher, use it. You have to be comfortable with a philosopher's idea before you actually use it. Now, we talk about the philosopher. The key proponents of this philosophy were Plato and Socrates. If you ever read about Socratic questioning, it's all ideas in the mind. When people came to Socrates with question, he did not give any answer. Never. The only thing he did was he listened to the people's questions and then returned another question to them. Now, when another question came to the people, they were forced to think. When they asked Socrates another question, Socrates again replied with another question of his own. The truth is, the process of questioning going back and told people found to his answer. That is how mind develops, and that is the basis of Socrates' questioning. As teachers in the classroom, we don't have to answer all of the students' questions. But what a wonderful way to return the question to the student and make the student in the classroom think. When students are thinking in the classroom, education is happening, learning is happening. When students don't think in the classroom, training is happening in the classroom instead of education. Now, what are the goals of education under idealism? If you are an idealistic teacher, to you, what should be a goal of education? Here it is. Number one, educators are interested in the search for truth through ideas rather than through the examination of the false shadowy world matter. Number two, they encourage students to search for truth as individuals, not collective. For example, when 40 students in the class think exactly as the teachers, that is not individualistic approaches to education. 40 students should be thinking in 40 unique ways inside any classroom. Number three, education according to idealism is a transformation. And a transformation is a change. A change to be better, a change that brings improvement in an individual life, condition, environment, and situation. And Ideas can change lives. We will now look at a role of teacher under idealism. As an idealist, teachers behave in different ways, and so they have a very different role that they play in the classroom. First of all, dealing with abstract notions through dialectic methods and connecting analysis with action. So, if you are an idealist teacher, your role is to generate ideas in the class and work with the abstract thinking and make it concrete. When student has given the idea, some analysis has to be made. Why you say that? Why do you think like that? What made you say that? And carry that Socratic questioning through the final learning stage to the student. The role of the teacher is to create thinkers, not people who simply follow what the teacher said. The second one is, teacher has to be active. Teacher is posing questions, selecting material, and establishing an environment to ensure the desired outcomes. And the last is, a role model to be imitated by students. Now, let's focus on the method of instruction that idealist teachers use in the classroom. In other words, how does an idealist teacher teach? First of all, teachers are active in the students' learning. The idealist teacher is not going to come to the class and say, open your textbook, page 26. The idealist teacher doesn't come to the class and say, now copy from the board. But the idealist teacher is going to be involved and make students into active learners, not just passive recipients sitting in their seat, listening to the teacher, or copying from the board. Education's over more than that in an idealist classroom. Number 2, through questioning, students encouraged to discuss, analyze, synthesize, and apply what they have read. Number 3, lecturing, but particularly using dialectic approach. And the last one is students encouraged to work in groups or individually on research projects, both oral and written. Now, let us look at the curriculum that the idealist teacher will use to teach in the classroom. First, examining the roots of the contemporary problems in the past, and then educating at any level should teach students to think. Idealist also subject matter curriculum, and the last is back to basic approach in education. Well, students, that's my explanation about idealism. If you think that you are in line with idealism, just apply it in your classroom. Okay, this is the end of this video. Don't forget to do the post test and submit before you do that. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.